Muy buenas, que santas aventuras, soy Nimucha y estamos en un nuevo capítulo de Dragon Age Inquisition. Esta vez no estamos con Kega sí que está por aquí. Está aquí a mi lado, está con el ordenador, pero está malilla hoy. Así que nada, hoy... ¿Eso es quién está contando eso? Tenemos un montón de cosas nuevas, ¿vale? Vamos a hablar con todo el mundo, como estábamos aquí, que la otra vez que ya, coño, era tardecillo, habíamos estado bastante tiempo. Vamos a hablar absolutamente con todo el mundo. ¿Qué le digo que de nuevo?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's Scout Harding, really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by... that thing out there.
I have to go.
Qué maja. Vamos a hablar absolutamente con todo el mundo, ¿vale? Dos cosillas creo que tenía. He estado pensando incluso muy seriamente, gente, por lo que pasó por los Blackwall. Reiniciar, intentar hacerlo bien, solamente por una puta frase. Pero la verdad que no. Lo estoy pensando y que va, tío, no me apetece. No. Lo veo una estupidez. Ah, yo digo que raro tengo las patas, ¿no? Ah, no, pero no, es que tengo botas, claro, tengo pantalones marrones y las botas también son marrones. Y tenía una sensación, digo, parecía que estaba lleno de barro. ¿Y qué va? Lo pensé y dije, no me merece la pena. No me merece la pena. Mira, esta también la hemos salvado. No me merece la pena estar yo ahí con una partida perfecta, ¿sabes? Simplemente ha surgido así, saltó una decisión que yo no quería y ya está. De todas maneras, lo bueno es que Blackwall en nada sube. En nada Blackwall sube y en nada se pone bien. Aquí se supone que hay alguien, ¿ves? Se supone que aquí hay alguien, pero no se ha cargado. Porque no puedo... ¿Ves? No puedo ir para allá. Y ya está. La cinemática, la verdad, se escucha un poco fluida, pero bueno. La cinemática, tanto de empezar como la escena de Corifius, se ve un poquito rara en mi pantalla. Yo no sé cómo se habrá visto la grabación, pero en mi pantalla se ve un poco rara porque este juego, las escenas cinemáticas, está capada a 30 FPS, ¿vale? Yo tengo los FPS a 140, ¿sabes? Es decir, lo tengo puesto sin límite, que es lo que tengo en la pantalla. Pero la cinemática se pone a 30. De ahí que Cristina y yo lo veamos lento, ¿no? Lo veamos como rankeando. Pero es porque por el motor del juego, por las físicas del juego, la cinemática, es decir, la escena de acción y todo ese tipo de movimiento, ¿no? Se bloquean a 30, ¿vale? Por eso lo vemos raro. Hay una especie de modificación que tú puedes hacerlo en PC para que vayan a 60, pero dice que el juego va raro, ¿no? Que la acometida de tus guerreros... pasan cosas raras, en los saltos tú puedes atravesar las paredes y que el motor, la física del motor empieza a hacer cosas raras. Así que prefiero no hacerlo. Así que prefiero no... Simplemente... Ah, mira, aquí está todo el mundo que hemos trabajado. ¿Ah? Vale, ¿qué opina el aliado? ¿Qué opina nuestro progreso? Nada, esto ya me dijo... Ya me dijo lo que necesitaba oír. Lo de gracias. Voy a hablar con Toro. Ah, mira, ahí está Cassandra. Voy a hablar con ella.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Mira, otra escena con Toro. Bueno, la primera, ¿eh?
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise.
Ah, se supone que voy de...
Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner.
Se supone que voy de soldado raso, ¿no?
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim.
Grum.
He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
Y el inquisitor ahí.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. But a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Podrían pensar menos de ti.
Those two soldiers might think you're an arsehole.
So?
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Pues mira, ya sabemos algo. Creo que está en la taberna. No sé si quiero abrirla todavía o no. Voy a esperar un poquitín más. Voy a ver a Lady Pentagast. La verdad que tiene que estar cabreada.
Have you met this friend of Varric's, Inquisitor?
Not yet, no.
It had better not be who I think it is. I will wring that little bastard's neck.
¿Quién crees que es?
Why? Who do you think it is?
Someone Varric claimed he could not contact. Someone the Inquisition, indeed all of Thedas, desperately needed. I'll reserve judgment until I know for certain. No need to have that rogue screaming persecution yet again.
Quiero pedirte consejo.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Ah, todavía
I'll
no.
let you
Lo
get
del
back to
hermano no.
work.
Muy pronto. Vale, esto está destruido todavía. Ahí dentro hay alguien, ¿eh? O arriba. Creo que no es adentro, creo que es arriba. De todas maneras voy a intentar abrir. Ah, mira, aquí está Kren.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Ya, esto es lo mismo.
We'll talk later.
Ah, mira, aquí está Toro.
Of course.
Can I help you?
Nada,
See you
por ahora
later,
nada.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Como ya hemos hecho la misión de él, ya ha dejado de esperarnos, digamos, en... Tenemos que hablar con Leliana, tenemos que hablar con un montonazo, ¿eh?
Maybe cleaning?
Yes.
Todavía no quiero hablar con Barrick. Por eso me voy en dirección contraria. Quiero hacerlo eso al final. Me dan 100 ya, ¿eh? Necesitamos conocimiento de los arcanos. Por una misión que quiero... Bueno, por misión. Por una cosilla que quiero hacer. Necesitamos conocimiento de los arcanos. Vale, mira, puedo dar toda la vuelta. Eso sí que se puede hacer. Creo que esto es de Coolen, ¿eh? Y quiero ver al niño, al niño rubio, no sé ni cómo se llama. Vámonos. Cole, creo que era Cole. Tiene que estar por aquí. Encuentra al herrero, vale, ese también muy importante, ¿eh? De todas maneras ya estáis viendo, está todo destruido todavía.
Our mounts have never had
Establos.
better.
Ah, mira, aquí está Blackwell. Mira, ¿ves? Las cinemáticas se ven un poco ralentizadas porque todas las cinemáticas se ponen a 30. Lo que pasa es que como están hablando...
I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could
Hostia,
change
esta es
things.
la segunda escena, es verdad. La otra es que me llamó la almena. ¿Qué hay de los guardias? Contamos con tu lealtad, me alegro.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the grand tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside
No mueva
his
mucho
own
la pantalla,
ambitions to
anda,
help
la
me
mesa,
win the
anda.
melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
¿El gran torneo?
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The grand tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the grand tourney, and you can make your fortune.
¿Y qué sucedió?
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the grand tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Pero no necesariamente mejor.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Qué majo.
At your service.
¿Qué sabe de
How much
Gorifius?
do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that. Stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
No, I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
¿No lo sabías?
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
¿Hay más
Do you
como
know if there
Gorifius?
are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
Let's discuss something else. Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The Wardens.
Creo que ya está, ya está todo ya está todo hablado.
How do the Wardens deal with archdemons?
Short answer. Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
Wardens are in all the stories. If it was that easy, anyone could do it.
No, it really is that simple. Just because the archdemon is magic doesn't mean it can't be killed with swords. It just has to be a Grey Warden sword. Look, it's not the killing blow that's the problem. It's getting the dragon to the point where it's vulnerable, where it actually can be killed. There's no short answer for that, I'm afraid.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Se supone que no sabe lo de... No sabe lo de dar el último golpe a los guardias grises. Muy raro, ¿eh?
Inquisitor, You have done much, but have you the
¿Qué sé?
stomach for the quizquisition?
¿Qué?
The what?
It begins now, and there is a timer.
¿Qué cojones?
Chantry belief centers on the enigmatic maker and his bride. Name her traitorous husband.
¿Especial investigar? ¿Qué cojones? No tengo ni idea. Un quiz. Amor, ¿cómo se llama el traicionero marido de la prometida? Las creencias de la copia se centran en el enigmático hacedor y su prometida. ¿Cómo se llama el traicionero marido de esta? Guaven, Arsalán.
Ni puta idea.
Dumat, Elkyun, Kosklum, Rivain, Uzremiel.
¿Quieres que lo busque?
No. ¿Warben?
I believe the answer is Guarin.
Incorrect. An unfortunate lapse into non sequitur. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
¿Te imaginas que desaparece? ¿Este tío quién es?
Yo no, es la primera vez que me lo he cruzado, ¿eh?
No sé ni quién es ni qué hace ahí.
Es que yo no sabía que estaba ahí.
Me ha hecho un quiz por la puta cara y no tengo ni puta idea de esas cosas. Así que el quiz ha sido corto.
Inquisition?
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
La parte de arriba del traje, yo no sé si es que está sucio o qué, pero la parte de arriba del traje, a lo mejor es que he pisado tierra. Es negra, pero es que la parte de abajo es como de color tierra. No me termina de gustar, ¿eh? ¿Tú quién eres?
Haven was a cock-up, herald, inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others. We'll pay you back.
Ah, esto fue uno de los que salvamos.
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Vale, únicamente tengo una frase porque la ha salvado y están aquí.
He's in the
Ah, mira, está la amiga.
Lord Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
¿Qué tal el negocio?
How are you doing? Good business.
Building, always building, thanks to you.
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
Segrit survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours? But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
We'll speak another time.
Certainly, Lord Inquisitor.
Vale, este no me dice nada. Aquí hay una misión. Busca a Cole. Y la madre también tiene algo que decirme, así que ahora después lo miramos. ¿Pero Cole está aquí?
The order was sent?
Ah, buscar a Cole.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, Soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now!
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Nunca deja de trabajar.
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Está bien.
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
¿Hay mucho herido?
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways.
Niña, no
Setting
pongo la pierna
broken
así.
bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
You want a mage? Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
As you were.
Your worship.
¿Qué más queda? Ya después queda por dentro. Voy a buscar a Cole. Mira, aquí está.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Se ha quedado así diciendo como
I
si...
wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Era un
Demons
poco
normally enter
raro,
this
me
world by
petardé un
possessing
poquillo, pero
something.
bueno.
In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects.
Entonces, ¿qué pasa?
Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Explícame las posesiones,
What do you
anda.
mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Oh.
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
¿Qué eres?
Solus tried to explain what you are, but honestly, I stopped listening after a while. Any chance you could explain it?
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Quédate y ayúdanos.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
Cole. Me gusta mucho. Vamos a hablar un poquito con él para que se desbloquee alguna escena.
Did you need something?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
That's all for now.
Another time.
Ocurre sobre todo lo de las voces, ¿no? Un poquito de petardeo, un poquito de... Sobre todo por esta zona. No sé si es la zona en concreto, ¿sabes? A ver por dónde... Sera todavía no tiene casa. Vale, esta es la herrería, una especie de herrería. No la que yo estoy buscando, lógicamente. Vale, ¿dónde está? Blackwall. Vale, todavía aquí no está Cole. Cole creo que está un poco en la almenara más adelante. Voy a hablar con la madre, que tenía ganas de hablar conmigo. A ver qué quiere decirme.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnip.
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes, I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Just what kind of meeting do you have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian...
¿Me ha salido la puta misión de Dorian ya? Es muy pronto, ¿no? Es muy pronto, ¿no? La de Dorian.
Te puede salir muy pronto. Si te llevas muy bien con él, te sale pronto.
They want him to come home.
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not...
Tranquila, tranquila, todavía no me queda por lo menos una hora en el refugio. Tú siéntate tranquila, que todavía me queda mucho, ¿eh?
Why would his family contact
Todavía me queda.
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They
don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for, is it not?
Madre mía. Siempre esta de estos...
Stone mad, Inquisitor. Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one,
Vale, esto ya lo he
I'll
visto.
write it up. Who better, right? Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Joder, tío. Esto es el interior, vale. Vamos antes de nada al herrero, que creo que estaba por aquí. No, este es solas. Hostia, tengo otra misión con sola. Menos mal que guardo a cenar, conociéndolo. Mira, tomando té. Y no le ha gustado.
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends
¿Esto
has
tú
been
lo tienes?
captured by mages.
La misión de
Forced
sola
into
del
slavery.
demonio. Ya me la ha
I
dado.
heard the cry for help as I slept.
¿Te la da?
Ya me la ha dado. Esto es súper pronto. Yo esto lo consigo súper tarde.
Bueno, a lo mejor siendo tú elfo te ayuda
I'd
algo.
be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry?
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give. and intend to torture it.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Toma ya.
What can I do for you?
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
I'd like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believe the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Tevinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. It spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Tevinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible, assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Tevinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Creo que esto ya lo vimos, ¿eh?
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city.
Esto seguramente será un punto, 2 puntos como mucho.
Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. The primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered, though their cause was all but hopeless. They sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
A ver. Esto es para subir, porque creo que esto es para Leliana. Voy a intentar ir a la herrería ahora, porque en la herrería también tenemos que hablar bastante. Bueno, esto es para Leliana. Es que no quiero todavía hablar con Dorian, por ejemplo. Mira, Fiona.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened?
Vivien y esta tía viviendo bajo el mismo techo, ¿sabes?
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I've been meaning to ask. How exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
Por lo 26 un ratillo, anda. Vamos por la 26 un ratillo. Que lo pongo a 26 un ratillo. Bueno, a ver qué me va a soltar ahora. Ah. Es que no sé si me va a soltar una misión si le digo quiero ayudar al círculo, pero es que no quiero decir esa puta frase, tío.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're taking over the duties of Minave?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
Ah.
You were made tranquil?
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Ya que estamos.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus,
We are better than Corypheus.
Did you need something?
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Things going wrong? I'm shocked.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Makers smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now, enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Anything I should know?
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven, should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far, nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is something, at least.
I'll leave you to your work.
No hay mucho por ahora, ¿no? Ah, hay una misión con Josephine. Vale, el herrero está justamente al lado de aquí. Esto, como he dicho, vamos a esperar a tener una mejora, ¿vale? Aquí está. Almacén, hostia.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
¿Qué cojones? ¿Ah?
Where's my other hand? Right there.
¿Dónde está la enana?
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How's this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
Amor, ¿dónde está la enana? ¿O viene más tarde?
Viene más tarde, niño.
Coño.
¿Y qué spoiler te metes, no?
Yo qué sé, la gente que sabe decir que es la enana. La gente que sabe que es la enana. Estandarte, vamos a ver.
Oh, ahí, aprovechando mi partida, que yo estoy buscando casi todos los estandartes.
Andrastina, no sé ni lo que es. Dalichano.
capilla.
Ah, Dalichano soy yo, ¿no?
Sí.
Marcas libres. Oh, los guardias. Tengo los guardias grises.
Tienes todos los estandartes. Eso sí los encontré todos.
¡Qué chulo! ¿Cama? ¡Coño!
Todavía me faltan algunos. Me falta una. No sé dónde las encuentro.
¿En serio?
Desconocida.
Cortinaje. Decoración porque no puedo.
Porque no se ha desbloqueado y yo no he podido desbloquearlas, no las he encontrado. Por el juego. Yo siempre utilizo la de mago. Me gusta más.
La de mago está guapa, ¿eh? Ah, mira, me puedo poner la hoja de serpiente. Porque no tengo nada equipado. Exactamente igual. ¡Coño! A nivel 13. Esta como son especiales se la puedo poner, pero nada más porque son especiales. Ah, pues mira. Esta está más bonita. Ya, las que tenemos, las especiales. Solo las especiales, las moradas. ¿Sabes? Es las que ponemos en... La de dragón, la varita, la zanjar. La armadura de oso. Y todo eso, y el resto lo vendemos. Vamos a ir a hablar con Josephine y todo eso, a la mesa. Y ya por último hablamos con Barry, que creo que ya hemos hablado con todo el mundo. Estos son los aposentos. A ver cómo mandes a la cama. Bueno. Un poco de piedra, ¿no? La voy a cambiar. Ah, es una receta. La voy a cambiar, no me ha terminado de convencer la cama. Pero después, total, yo no estoy casi en mi cuarto casi nunca. Entonces esos son tu aposento. Entonces para Josephine es por aquí, ¿no? Esta Josephine que tendrá una escena.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better.
Vale.
The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the higher stakes, and to the death.
The court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress, no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass, the death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
We need to attend this ball.
We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Vale.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are
Ah, mira, ya tenemos las decoraciones de los guardias grises.
They need to feel safe here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus's attack
Pobrecilla.
on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many
Pobrecillo.
people turned to ash.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
I'd be delighted if you could conjure up a marble bath within the next hour.
I'll attempt to add that to the list. Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant. A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics. We should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Tengo que limpiar esto, hermano.
Let's send some ambassadors to convince Jadar I'm not a monster in disguise.
Excellent. I believe there's much to be gained by winning them over. Greetings.
¿Algo más?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
No sé dónde entrega ciertas cosas. Todavía me falta el patio. Y el patio creo que hay muchas más cosas para plantar y todo ese tipo de cosas, ¿eh? Bueno, vamos aquí. Ya hablaremos con Barrick después. Ah, mira. Una cosa súper importante es hacer la concentración avanzada, ¿vale? Súper importante, pero hay que hacer antes esto. No.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money.
Aquí está. Conocimientos arcanos. Esto es súper importante, gente.
Thank you.
Súper importante. Conocimiento arcano. ¿Vale? 2 segundos, gente, que vais a ver lo borroso, no os preocupéis. Ahí está. Que estaba... Tenía un programilla ahí que es el Wallpaper Engine, que sé que utiliza un poquillo de gráfica, ¿sabes? Y siempre lo quito, pero esta vez no me acuerdo de quitarlo. Conocimiento arcano. Esto es bastante importante, ¿vale? Aparte de que te da más experiencia, abre nuevas opciones de diálogo relacionadas con el velo y los estudios. Es que esto es muy importante, muy importante. ¿Vale? Sobre todo para eso. Tenemos que ver todavía. Tenemos conocimiento nebulero, también lo tenemos. Y tenemos que hacer esto, conocimiento de historia. Esto es importante, ¿eh? Que es el que nos falta. Joder, qué pecha de cosas. Ah, mira. Tenemos un montón. Liberar la Emprise du Dion. Contacto de las tumbas esmeraldas. Ay, Dios mío, ¿esto qué es? Desastre de los caminos de las profundidades. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, amor, este es el DLC porque es amarillo. Que digáis azul. Camino de las profundidades.
Ese es el DLC.
Vale. Joder, tengo mucho, ¿eh? Ah, mira, reclutar para la Inquisición. Uy, no sé si influencia soldados o oro. A lo de los guardias grises. Es que soldado también está muy bien, ¿eh?
¿El qué?
Lo de los guardias grises.
¿Qué pasa?
Que no sé si soldados, que no sé eso qué quiere decir, o influencia. Oro no quiero. Lo de los guardias grises, tía, no lo sé.
No sé, ¿qué dicen los guardias grises?
Que tenemos lo de los tratados y quiere o información o reclutar más soldados. Es que soldados...
Yo reclutaría más soldados.
Es que soldados está muy bien, tío.
Además que los guardias grises son así. Son más soldados.
Más que información, ¿no?
Claro.
Inquisitor.
Vale. Recursos de las tierras.
¿Que se te ha abierto, no?
Sí, me ha abierto lo más grande. ¿Esto qué hace?
Ah, eso es para que te dé cositas de las tierras.
Ah, pero esto es infinito, digamos, ¿no? Vale. Reivindicar la rebelión de los magos.
Inquisitor.
Joder, tío. ¿Qué es todo esto, tío? Me da miedo, ¿eh?
Let us begin.
Ya está. Porque lo otro es abrir las zonas nuevas. De todas maneras. Ya, como que le maten un 9 de poder. ¡Madre mía! Pues tenemos aquí un montón de sitios nuevos, ¿eh? Tenemos las llanuras exaltadas en Pris du Lion, las tumbas esmeralda. Tenemos también los Venatori. Y el acceso occidental. Madre del amor hermoso, todo lo que se me ha abierto. Vie a la ciénaga desértica. ¿Eso qué es? ¿Eso por qué? ¿Esa misión de quién es? Perdona. Ah, la ciénaga desierta será lo que hemos abierto, ¿no? Una zona nueva que hemos abierto, ¿verdad? Vale. Es para la gruta, que por ahora no me interesa. Me gustaría Cole y... Ah, bueno, vamos a ver lo de Barrick ya, ¿no? Vamos a hacer lo de Barrick, venga. Creo que ya hemos hablado con todo el mundo varias veces. Ay, no, necesitamos ir al... ¿Cómo se llama, coño? Es una especie de como de jardín. ¿Este sitio? Cojones, no me acordaba de esto.
With allies come enemies. And now we have a place to hold them.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
Ah, pues esto está hecho mierda. Esto está vacío. La otro sitio al menos era más grande. Pues tengo que ir al patio, aunque no me acuerdo cómo se iba.
Inquisitor.
Esto de los guardias grises. Imagino que necesito tener más, pero coño, un puto esqueleto. Pues. Se supone que un esqueleto con una capa, ¿no? Pero la capa no está. Aquí está el patio. Vale, es la primera. Aquí de todo. Plantar semillas.
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
Pues supongo esto. No sé.
Inquisitor, Elan Vimal.
Ah.
Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Vale.
Inquisitor.
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest, and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
¿Eres una elfa urbana?
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish.
It's not a useful identifier. I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. I'm sure that much was immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
No le ha gustado.
Of course, Inquisitor.
No la he hecho gracia. Ah, mira, me puedo teletransportar patio por lo que veo. Mira, ¿ves? Aquí... Joder, es que un esqueleto solo, madre mía. Después lo voy a cambiar porque un esqueleto solo... Vale, esto está cerrado. ¿Adán?
Inquisitor?
Nada. Vamos a subir, vamos a hacerlo de barrilla, venga. Yo creo que ya ahora. Y ahora miraré a ver si hay alguna misión de Cole, porque lo suyo es hablar con él. Y ya termina con todo el rollo de Cole, ¿sabes? ¿Pero esto es la mesa de guerra? ¿Eso es la mesa de guerra? Habrá sido una misión que yo no he cogido. Pues están todos ya ocupados, ¿sabes? Vale, voy para allá. Ahí está Barrick. Tengo hasta miedo, ¿eh? Tengo hasta miedo. Campeón de Kiwa predeterminado. Campeón de Kiwa personalizado. No, predeterminado, ¿no? Usa la apariencia predeterminada del campeón de Kiwa. Total, ¿qué más da? Si no lo voy a utilizar.
La tuya no era personalizada.
Exacto.
Y que utiliza la campeona personalizada.
Predeterminada, diré.
Esa predeterminada. Y te va a salir Hawk. La
Oye.
tuya.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk.
No me gusta nada ese peinado, tío. La que tiene el 3. Pero tiene la marca mía.
Claro.
I figured you might have some friendly advice about
Y es pícara.
You and I did fight him after all.
Ahí está. Joder, está muy rara, tío. No me gusta así.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
He leído historia sobre ti.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So, then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his
Esto, como no hicimos DLC, no teníamos ni puta idea de lo que está hablando. Como no teníamos DLC, no teníamos ni puta idea de lo que estaba hablando.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Vale. ¿Es reversible?
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Alistair. The last time
Ahí está, Alistair. Esto es lo que hicimos, para eso cargamos mi partida.
Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave.
Tenemos que ir al bosque de Cimera. Vale. No ve. El golpe que le da al micro, perdón.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Bueno, gracias.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
No ve, investigar. ¿Luchaste contra
You said
Corypheus?
you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's old Tevinter magic, but he was dead, I swear it.
Vale.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up and the exalted march never came.
No veo lo que lió, ¿eh? Anders.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
It's not like the minstrels make it out to be. He's not just a monster. Or a hero. Or maybe he's both. He was trying to change the world. He knew it couldn't happen peacefully.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Meryl is helping elven refugees who were displaced by the war. I didn't want to take her away from that. Meryl spent enough time fighting for her life with me.
Assume
Mira, sí, habla de
Varric's been feeding
Merrill.
information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Vale, ya tengo la misión. Vale, lo suyo ahora es ir a ver a Varric, porque no hemos hecho ninguna misión suya, porque estaba esperando para de esto. Y ya de camino vemos qué es lo que va a ocurrir. Está todo hecho mierda, ¿eh? ¡Coño! Ah, que no me herío. ¿Dónde está Cole, de verdad? Ah, mira, Cassandra está aquí. Vamos a hablar con Cassandra. O a lo mejor es que tienes que esperar un poco.
Inquisitor.
Guardo un poco por todo lo que pasa. A ver lo que ocurre. Si hablo con Cassandra. Lo sabía.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
You've made your point.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Es injusto, ¿eh? Es injusto.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
Pobrecilla.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me, and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him, and you tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Mage Rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Have you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
More at home, maybe.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Uf, no veas, intenso, ¿eh? Madre mía, pobrecilla. Voy a ver si la recupero.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
I'll let you get back to work.
Asuntos pendientes, ¿no? ¿Cuál es? A ver, diario. Aquí está. Vale. Las llanuras exaltadas. Creo que es donde estamos. Así que de todas maneras lo miraré. ¿Hablamos con Dorian de la carta? No, directamente es mejor llevarlo, ¿verdad? Porque si la...
Háblale con la de la carta.
¿Que la hablemos? ¿Por qué?
Háblale.
¿En serio? Yo nunca, yo siempre lo llevo, ¿eh?
No, háblale. Tú quieres tener una buena relación con él, ¿no?
Sí, claro.
Dale la carta.
Pero es que... ¿Seguro?
He sido su mejor amiga.
Pero no es mejor...
He sido su mejor amiga.
Bueno, vale.
Dale la carta.
Espera.
Ya lo vas a hacer, avísame, ¿eh?
Está bien.
That got a little heated. You all right?
Es que cara más rara.
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot. Need something?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Vale, creo que hemos hablado ya con todo.
Need something?
I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirkwall, just having the Lyrium idol made Knight Commander Meredith impossibly strong. Before it turned her into a Lyrium statue, anyway. Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
¿Y Corypheus?
Not really my favorite subject. Need something?
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back,
Voy a hablar también de nuevo con Cassandra, por si.
clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the Blights.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
All right, I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
Va a hablar con Cassandra y ya hablamos con Dorian, que según esta niña, dice que es mejor según la niña.
Surely you have better things to do.
That's enough for now.
As you wish.
Voy a hablar con Dorian de la carta, ¿eh? It's time.
So mortals try to find the maker and that becomes...
También tenemos, que no sé dónde, especializaciones. Necesitamos nada más uno. Eso no sé. Bueno, ya hablamos con Doria. Yo nunca le entrega la carta, siempre la lleva a escondidas. Porque creo que el final merece la pena. Pero según la niña esta...
Va a haber otro de esto, ¿no?
Así que nunca lo he visto, por así decirlo. ¿Y esto? Nunca lo he... Nunca se lo he dicho. Porque creería que no querría ir por su padre. Así que de todas maneras vamos a ver lo que hay. De todas maneras guardado por si veo que no me gusta, ¿vale?
Questions.
Me gustaba como hacer una sorpresa. Pero bueno, vamos a ver. A ver lo que os dice.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Lo
Not
tenemos
quite.
abajo.
It's from your father.
From my father?
¿Ya sí?
I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father
Ah, esta
knows
escena nunca
of
la
me
había
would
visto.
barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
Venga, vamos.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Buenas decisiones las que has puesto, ¿eh?
¿Por qué?
No se debería de aconsejar, deberías de hablar con él. Quiere decir que la decisión la toma él.
Sé que, claro, lógicamente. ¿Esto qué es? Cullen. Tiene algo que decirme.
Ya, has visto lo de la carta, ¿eh? Luego te dice de que a mí cuando yo no le enseñaba,
¡Ah, aquí está Cole!
Cuando yo no le enseñaba la carta, me decía que por qué le había hecho esa... ¿Cómo se dice?
¿Putada?
Sí. Aquí tú le das a elegir de que lo haga y él y si te fijas piensa hacerlo.
Tengo que hablar con Cullen y con Cole, así que si quieres parar un poquillo.
Avísame cuando vayas.
Bajar el volumen al máximo.
No te esperabas eso, ¿eh?
No, la verdad que no. No tengo ni puta idea de cómo llegar a la almena. De cómo llegar a Cole y cómo llegar a...
Por solas va a Cullen.
Como...
Mira, ya la tienes arreglada, ¿no? Y a Cole lo tienes en el tercer piso de la taberna.
No, todavía no está la taberna.
¿Ahí no está dentro? Sí.
No,
¿Dónde
este
está
es
el
toro de...
toro?
Toro de ese... Que no está. Llevo toda la tarde desde que empecé aquí. Y no me he ido, ¿eh? ¿Ves cómo está aquí?
En la tercera.
Majestic.
Ah.
How was a
Tanto
place
de la
like this
cabeza.
ever lost?
Bueno, a ver lo que quiere Cullen.
Strangest thing. When I reached down, my dagger was gone.
No está.
Gone. Know where I found it?
No está.
In a barrel. The thing
No
was
está Cullen.
filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest
Mira
feeling.
de arriba.
I know
¿Arriba?
someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Arriba no está. Eso es que tengo que salir, tengo que entrar Feudo.
Pues entonces será.
Porque aquí abajo no creo, ¿no? Porque abajo ¿qué hay? No, ahí no está. Eso es ahí, pero... Esa es ahí, pero tengo que salir, tengo que entrar. ¿Dónde está Cole?
Ahí,
¡Coño, Dios mío! ¡Ay, qué gracia! Tiene sus cosillas. ¡Qué gracia!
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
She doesn't blame herself anymore.
Not as much. It was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get it out.
Well done.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Ah, pues ya no está. Vamos a ver lo de las especializaciones, porque de todas maneras hace falta reunir bastantes objetos.
Where did demons come from? Mages, the Fae. But where did they come from? The makers felt children.
De todas maneras, creo que todavía no tengo a nadie, ninguna gente, ¿eh? Especializaciones.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
No, tiene que ser poder, ¿eh? Tiene que gastar poder. Y poco, tiene que gastar uno o algo así. Ah, una petición de Doran. Pues la haré después. Aquí está, especializaciones, no ve. Ah, justamente la Eliana, que es la que tengo.
Let's see what we have.
Coño, que es justamente la que tengo. Hay magos venatori que acechan la espesura.
I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager.
Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
Me gusta la Eliana.
Inquisitor.
Ya tenemos gente en las especializaciones. Es lo que carga, ¿no? Mira, aquí está. Creo que coger lo que son las misiones, puedes coger las 3. Lo que son las misiones, ¿vale? Pero... Espera, voy a venderlo todo ya que estamos, ¿verdad? Coño. 11.000. Hacha de cazador de dragones. Te cagas. Creo que puedes coger las misiones de todo, ¿vale? Puedes coger las misiones de todo, pero creo que nada más puedes tener una especialización.
You're the Inquisitor, hmm? Honored. Don't ruin it.
Ruin it?
By pretending to something you're not. If you want things just so, what I have to teach will be lost on a fool. Your people asked for an artificer. My name is Three Eyes. Let's get started.
Not yet. I'll come back to this.
This is a fine fortress. It's very quiet. I wonder if you tire of quiet. I am keen, Inquisitor.
Ah, vale, la tormenta. Este es lo que hace Cera. Así que por ahora no me interesa. Así que la asesina.
I received a bird. It had a note. Now I am here.
Pega conmigo.
You're here to train me.
Ah, that is it. The Inquisitor wishes to become more than Inquisitor. Perhaps he wishes to walk in shadow, even as he is
El asesino.
bathed in light. To save life through inflicting death. Childish notions. The profession of assassin has no time for it.
Your profession has my respect. I'm eager to learn.
Really? We shall see. Let me first say he does not want to be an assassin, any more than he would wish to be a sword or a cudgel. Such are the weapons of others. They lack intent. He must become his own assassin. There is a difference. Let me next say, death has nothing to do with it. Death is the payment, the byproduct. Our way is between life and death. It is a door through which he will send others.
Is there a danger to this?
The trite answer is that there is a danger to everything, but also a use. There is no physical cost, no corruption, only action. He may come to see others as mere things. That can be off-putting.
I know of the Antivan crows and the bards of the game. Are you similar?
They are servants. The Inquisition did not request a servant. They asked for the means. I am a trainer, and as such, I am not tethered. Some find that freedom unsettling. That is my servant.
Tell me the benefits.
Our way is the sudden strike that overwhelms. The leap from shadow and back. We hit where and when it hurts most. In so doing, we send a message. No others invite death so efficiently. That is what the assassin offers.
Mira, iníciame.
I'm ready to start learning.
He is willing. Will it always be so? There are tasks, processes, ways to train the mind and body. They require simple motions. First steps. Then we shall see what he may.
Vale, hay que hacer esa receta, ¿vale? El cuchillo homicida. Creo, como he dicho, que puedes coger la misión de los otros. Creo que puedes cogerla. Pero digamos que no vale para nada. No sé si te darán experiencia o no al hacerlas. ¿Vale? Pero yo creo que me acuerdo que una vez, porque sí, la hacía las 3. La hacía. Eso sí, que a la hora de entregar, lógicamente entrega nada más a la que a ti te interesa. Lógicamente. Nada más tengo 2. Pero claro. Ah, no, es que creo que al principio, claro, tienes que hablar con los entrenadores. Yo es que para qué voy a coger. Tú puedes hacer. Tú una vez que eres un especialista, ya el resto como que se elimina, ¿no?
Sí. Solamente puedes elegir una especialización al final. Puedes coger los materiales de todas.
Eso, las materiales de todas.
Pero luego tienes que elegir.
Entonces prefiero. ¿Para qué voy a coger los materiales y gastar materiales, verdad? Como tonto.
The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
No hables de él, me alegro. ¿Arrepentido de qué?
I wasn't aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk. Limping, light, leaning on the young like old Pepe when the road was icy. He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
You didn't try to end his suffering, did you?
No. He was dying already, and he welcomed it. The pain wasn't too much.
No le ha gustado mucho, pero muy poquillo.
Loving light, open arms. Andraste taking him home. He was happy. And sorry.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought him. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough. He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Rhys was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping.
Claro, porque los magos están todos como sufriendo, claro.
And I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Rhys. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Rhys couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Rhys help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Rhys just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
What can you tell me about Rhys?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
Okay.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Rhys found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
Creo que esta me acuerdo. Creo que me acuerdo. Si digo que los liberaste, él se molesta. Porque tampoco hay que darle la razón como un tonto, ¿sabes? Creo que lo mejor es que te equivocaste. ¿Ves?
Like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to.
Tampoco hay que darle la razón como un tonto, ¿sabes? Si le digo que lo liberaste, él dijo, no, coño.
I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Rhys and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? He was their enemy the whole time, but she
mira,
made him
igualmente.
forget, so he could change.
Hablemos de la Inquisición.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons ask questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
¿Qué opinas de
What's your
ello?
general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker. Daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? Never trust half an elf.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
Lo de ha hecho cosas raras, no sé si le gusta o no, pero bueno.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
¿Tú piensas en nuestros amigos?
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Soulless, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, soulless, but somehow sorrows.
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, pulled. Blood that is not blood, a tiny trace of time. Lips struggling to shape language your parents lived. And past that, The weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
It must be sad, feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Bueno, voy a decirle eso, a ver qué me responde.
She hurts, but helping hurts more. She sees the strings that pull me, eyes like raisins in a stale cookie.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes, maybe. What was it?
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
The servants are having trouble remembering some odd events. Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
I hear you've been busy. Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same raw.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Creo que tienes que regañarle, ¿eh? Creo que tienes que decirle de hacer esas cosas, pero a mí me da igual que haga esas cosas el pobre. No veo cómo se escucha, es fuerte, ¿no? Vale, por aquí no puedo acceder.
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender, Cabot.
Just the bartender?
You were expecting...
¿Y mi antigua camarera?
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you. Welcome to the tavern.
What's the current mood?
Hope in the face of reality.
Where did you study? I assume you're trained.
In bartending? I'm no alchemist. You mix the bottles that don't taste like nug and you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home, during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale, old Antivan recipe. The secret is ale.
You're a bit of a hard-ass. Why are you here?
If I could fight, I'd be in a helmet. If I was a mage, I'd throw fire, and probably be dead. But I can't do anything. Just like the hundreds of people who can't do anything, who make sure the thousands who can do something can do it. Besides, if you know a safer place than your castle, do share.
What's the word out there?
Quiet. Too quiet. No, wait. Just quiet enough.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
Me gustaba más la otra, pero bueno. Gente, la vamos a dejar por aquí. Porque dentro de nada van a venir los padres de Cristina. Han sido 2 horazas, porque creo que empecé sobre las 6:30 por ahí. Y son las 8:30. Han sido 2 horazas de puro feudo celestial. Pero lo hemos hecho todo, ¿vale? Ya mismo vendrán más escenas. Porque Cerrar, por ejemplo, está aquí afuera y esta no es su sitio. ¿Ves cómo esto está hecho una mierda? Está todo destruido. Poco a poco seguirá reconstruyendo. Esta es, digamos, la primera parte, ¿ves? Por eso tiene las calaveras, ¿no? Porque eso poco a poco se va formando hasta que forme totalmente el estandarte, ¿no? De los guardias grises. ¿Ves? Es decir, que poco a poco vamos mejorando, ¿vale? Por ejemplo, veis que todo está sucio, lleno de piedra, lleno de tierra. Vaya, está todavía todo muy sucio. Lo dejamos por aquí, ¿vale? 2 orillas, hemos hecho de todo, hemos hecho lo de Hawk, hemos empezado la senda del asesino, hemos cogido... quiero hacer la misión de Cassandra, tengo que llevar a Barrick a las tierras interiores y llevar a Barrick para romper el lirio, porque cada lirio que rompa, si está Barrick en tu equipo, lo mejor es decir siempre. Tú, si tú quieres, puedes hacer las misiones de los acompañantes, pero lo suyo es hacerlo con el acompañante en el equipo, ¿vale? Es verdad que una vez que complete la misión, el acompañante le gustará. Pero si está en el equipo, mientras que está contigo, ¿no? Como por ejemplo la misión de solas, podemos ir a ayudar a ese espíritu sin solas, pero lo suyo es, una vez que estemos en el mapa y una vez que estemos cerquilla, cambiar a solas, que no pasa nada, cambiamos a solas y listo, y lo hacemos, ¿vale? Porque encima, durante la misión, también te da cosas positivas, que a lo mejor no es necesario, pero yo creo que es mejor no, siempre cuanto más cosas te dé. Lo dejamos por aquí, ¿vale? Como he dicho, han sido 2 horitas, han sido bastante intensas, ha sido más escuchar, más enfocado. En nuestro capítulo anterior ha sido más de acción, más de explorar el mapa, más de hacer muchas más otras cosas. Ahora estamos aquí un poco más de eso, ¿no? De tranquileo, de escuchar las opiniones, las escenas. Me ha gustado. Tampoco es que a mí me gusta cómo avanza todo, me gusta cómo avanzan las relaciones, me gusta todo, pero también es verdad que me gusta un poquillo de acción, un poquillo más de hacerlo, ¿no? La verdad que no me esperaba que iba a ser tantísimo tiempo, la verdad que no me lo esperaba para nada, pero bueno, había que hacerlo, ya que hemos hablado con todo el mundo. Creo que excepto la zona importante, cuando ocurran sucesos importantes, esto ha sido lo gordo. Normalmente ya nos dedicaremos a explorar más los mapas, y a explorar los mapas y más acción. Lo dejamos por aquí, no olvidéis dejar vuestra marca como guerrero, dándole a suscribirse y al me gusta al vídeo, ¿vale? Recordad que siempre en la descripción del vídeo está el enlace para Discord y nos vemos en la siguiente aventura. Adiós.